So I am doing this video out of pure late obedience. I was supposed to do it about a month ago, but I was making excuses for why I couldn't and why I shouldn't. Such as I didn't have myself what I would deem as presentable enough to make the video, knowing I needed to start my YouTube channel, but having doubts and fears about it. But nevertheless, we have to be careful. People that call themselves believers or whatever, we have to be careful about passing our judgments and our limiting beliefs on others by us not having our faith not being at a level that someone else's faith is. Not recognizing that everybody has a different journey. God has everyone on a different path. My calling and path won't be your calling and path, and that's okay. And especially with Christians, we tend to look down, and not necessarily look down on, but not hold ourselves to certain standards that we hold others to, as far as just because you haven't seen someone in church or serving or praising God or participating in things that you deem acceptable or right. Let me just segue to this. Could it be that just because someone is going through or they're not on our particular journey, that they still might be on in the will of God for their life? God may have them on a particular mission that's not for you and that's not for you to understand. So don't always think that you have to pray for them in the area of them getting back on track or getting their life together, because it's not what you think is right or in the eyes of God. Could it be that their faith is stronger than ours? Their faith in God, their trusting God at a higher level or different frequency than us. Could it be that path that God has them on is the right path for them, and they're passing with flying colors, And we, on the other hand, are so used to things looking a certain way that we put our limiting beliefs and go against God's will because we're playing our wills for other people's lives, for them and their life. So just be mindful and be careful that when you're praying for people, pray God's will for their life, not your will or what you think they should be doing, thinking that you're praying them back in church, praying them back in the fold. You know, they might be on the right path, so it may be your job to pray for them that they be covered and have grace and mercy extended to them while they're on that path and journey, and that they still be able to show the love of God in the way that they're supposed to, and not what you deem fit for their life. They may not be in the will of God. They may very well be out of the will of God for going to the fold or to your local assembly to assemble together every Sunday and Wednesday and Friday and all the other days and all the other man-made celebrations that we tend to do in our religious factions. Maybe God is ordering their path, ordering them to be off the beaten path, you know, to reach other people, to reach the people that you can't reach because you're in that box. And that box may be what God has for you. It may be that you're on your right path for your life. But sometimes we need to consider, what if that person is on the right path for their lives? So we're praying what we want for them. It's not helping them. It's not helping the body. It's not helping the universe. It's not helping them be who they need to be in this earth realm and experience the things that they need to experience. Getting the tools that they need to get in order to help change the world. Help complete their assignment in the earth realm. Just food for thought, you know. People don't know. You don't know unless you know. And most times, you don't know. Well, I guess that's it. I was going to give some examples, but I think that was pretty easy to understand. Forgive me for, you know, not having my words together because I was been putting this off for so long. I had it all together when I was supposed to actually do the video, but to God be the glory anyhow. And I'm learning to, you know, walk on my path and not so much as like I was in the past, doing and being everything that other people thought I should be, or what I thought they wanted me, saw fit for my life, because I was so dependent on getting a word from somebody or getting direction from somebody instead of really plugging in for myself to the source. And once I plugged in, now that's not to say that I still don't have, things that arise that I have to check myself and constantly, check my compass and navigate myself back on back over a little bit. But I'm more plugged into Source, God, Holy Spirit more than I've ever been. Now, I do less creating and less vocalizing than I used to, but that's something that I'm working on, releasing things that God has given to me and that the Holy Spirit has instructed me to do and releasing it in a timely manner. So that's something that I'm working on. So, but just food for thought. Think about the what if your faith needs to be stronger, more anchored, because a lot of us, we really do pray our wills over people's lives and not God's will for their life. So that's it for my first video. Thank you for listening. Take from it what you will. I hope that it touched somebody or reaches somebody or causes someone to really think. Not trying to down anyone, but really cause you to think, because a lot of people getting misguided and being held up from their true purpose and their assignments because of judgment from people that don't all the time have it right, don't always have it right, don't always hear God, and don't always hear God correctly, and don't always interpret what God is telling them. So, y'all be blessed on this night of October 1st. I will see you soon.